Hello there, Gemini. How are you today? Let's take a look at what you want for your next relationship, what you need, or what Spirit thinks you need, any past influences, any hurts, any issues that you haven't dealt with. We'll also deal with any kind of advice that Spirit wants you to know. All right, so let's get going. Now remember to use your very best judgment and just process whatever you need out of this message. Leave the rest for the others if it doesn't resonate with you. Here we've got the Lovers card. Wow. So this is the overall energy that you have coming in towards you. You are very optimistic that the person that's coming towards you is going to be able to commit to you, and you've got the overall energy of just, you know, sparks flying. You're going to see this person and they're going to be like, something about them is going to really attract you and you guys are really going to connect. All right, so here's what you want. You want somebody that's starting, that has the attitude of starting something new, has that wonder, has that curiosity, right? You don't want somebody that's got baggage, right? You see the Fool here. They don't have baggage. This is what you want. You want someone that's coming in fresh. No baggage, no issues. Now, what Spirit says you need is someone who's going to pour love into this relationship. Wow, this is great. What you want and what you need, I mean, you can't get any better than that. You want new start of full of love, someone pouring love into this relationship. You want new beginnings, no baggages, right? And in the past, what's influenced this situation is, you know, you really being able to see things, you know, learning from the past mistakes, learning from everything, every other issue that's happened from the past, and you learn from it, right? You shine your light, and you saw the truth in it, and you were able to move forward, and that's how you were able to see, like, this is what I want. You have clarity. You saw exactly what you needed because you've learned from your past, and you said, this is what I want. I'm not settling for anything less than that. And Spirit is saying, well, wait a minute. Don't forget, it's more than just a new beginning. It's about someone pouring a whole lot of love in you. That's what you need right now, right? And what's coming towards you, unfortunately, is someone that still has a lot of anxiety, fear, and worry. Perhaps they haven't gone through the process that you've gone through in healing from your past relationship. They may still be, you know, spending a lot of nights in worry, anxiety, maybe wondering, am I ever going to find the person of my dreams, right? Because just as you were looking for this new person, they may be sitting here going, am I ever going to find the person that I want to be with? So there's some anxiety, fear, worry in their hearts, right? Overall, you see relationships as, you know, something that you have ups and downs, right? You see your attitude towards it is that, yeah, you may have some down times, you may have some turbulent times, but you don't have to stay there. You can move away from those turbulent times and move towards calmer waters. It's about a choice. It's about, you see these people getting on this boat, they're not staying here in the area of turbulence. They want to go there where it's nice and peaceful and calm. And I think that you see that as you're very optimistic right now, and you see that, look, it may have been rough, but you don't have to stay there. We move forward. We don't stay in a time of desperation and hurt. Now here, there's some issues from the past that you may not have dealt with. There may be something from the past that really, truly hurt you. Okay? And that's okay, because we all have that. You still have that fear that this may happen to you again, that if you give your all to this person, this next person, that you may get hurt again. We all have these fears, right? But, you know, there's advice here from Spirit saying, look, yeah, you can get hurt, but there's nothing like love. There's nothing like opening yourself up to the potential, the possibility of true love, right? You're going to have to go out there. And maybe when you cross the calmer waters to that shore, maybe you're going to see the love of your life, right? But you will only know that if you let go of this hurt and this despair, and you're going to have to work through that, right? Just like this person is working through their own despair and anxiety. We all have it. You know, Spirit is just saying that be aware of that, because you don't want to carry that into this new relationship, right? And here we've got the Three of Swords, and it's, yeah, sure, it's heartbreak, right? And it looks like both of you have had heartbreaks, something that's causing you anxiety, worry, pain, fear. But really what Spirit is trying to say is to find the lesson from that heartbreak, right? That going into this new relationship, sure, you can pour love into it, but unless you learn your lessons from your previous heartbreak, you're going to repeat those same mistakes, and then you're going to carry them with you into your next relationship. So both of you are going to need to work on this past hurt that you've had and find the lesson, right? That you need to learn from it. This person really is, I mean, I keep looking at this here because I'm thinking to myself, they're really worried, but you're also in a lot of pain, and both of you really need to find the lesson behind all of that hurt that you have. Now you're coming at this with the attitude of nostalgia, right? There's a part of you that longs for those happy times from your past, and you're longing to create a future with this person, create memories with this individual, because you're going to see them and they're going to be so attractive to you and vice versa. And you're looking forward to really creating happy memories with this individual. Let's take a look here. Yeah, there's a part of you here that's still very closed off, right? Because you haven't worked through these fears and hurt from the past. There's a part of you that remains closed off. You see this individual. Because if you have taken the time to really, in between relationships, you may be pretty complacent and used to your life the way it is, that there's a part of you that's a little bit kind of closed off, and you're afraid to open your arms up and accept anything new in your life, even though that's what you truly want. Again, because we fear the hurt here and we haven't processed it, then we tend to kind of reserve ourselves instead of really receiving all of the love and the potential blessings that you have coming your way. There's a part of you that's still very guarded because of what's happened here in the past. Yeah, and then in the outcome section here, again, we have to deal with this idea of being a victim. Both of you feel like you still have hurt from your past times, past life. But really what universe is trying to tell you, the spirit is trying to tell you, take off your blinders there. Take off the covers from your eyes, take off the binders, and see everything with clear, fresh eyes, and make a decision, a conscious effort to step out of this prison that you're putting yourself in. Right? So you have a choice here, because we all have free will. You can let the past rule you, and you miss out on all of these wonderful things here, these strong, powerful cards here, and all of the potential that you have coming. So you have two choices. One, you stay in this fearful, imprisoned mental state, or you take the bindings off and take your covers off from your eyes and really deal with the problems here so that you can create the future that you want. Yeah, balance, moderation. You're going to have to work together and trust that the universe has something good to offer both of you, right? Don't let this opportunity, pass you by. And this is going to really be a test of your fortitude, both of you, because you're going to have to let go of these deep-seated hurts from the past. And look what you've got, wish fulfillment. Once you guys have worked through all of this drama, this pain, this heartache, you have a lot coming your way. You've got so much potential. Let's clarify a couple of things here. I just want to see what this is about here. Yeah, again, you're probably going to receive a very important message here that's going to help open things up here and help you deal with this hurt that you have in the past. Maybe you're going to learn some truths about the other person you were with, and it's going to finally allow you to release this pain, right? Let's take a look at your potential partner here. What's going on with them, and why are they laying or sitting there in bed in fear and anxiety? Yeah, because the reason why they're sitting here in this state of fear and anxiety is because they don't have the full truth, right? There's still a lot of things that have been hidden from them, and they're looking for answers and they're looking for truth. So just be aware of that they may be kind of imprisoned in their thoughts because they want answers that they never got. And then the relationship ended, right? And they still don't have those answers. And so sometimes we can be, in our heads going, but why? And so sometimes, it takes a while for those people to kind of let go and just, let their lives progress, because this person, unfortunately, until they deal with this, they're going to miss out on all of this beauty here that's right around you guys. Let's take a look here at the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. This has to do with the interaction between you and this person, because I think that you really want to create memories with this person. Yeah, you want to be victorious. You want to be able to pull this person out of this state of sadness and anxiety and fear, but it's going to require you to use your intuition. Now remember, the High Priestess is incredibly powerful. She is limitless. She, because that's your intuition, right? There's no end to it. Get within, search for the answers within on how you're going to help this person, right? And help yourself, and ultimately it's going to be their choice, right? You can't force any of this stuff. We all have free will, and some of it may happen, some of it may not, right? Because this person has free will, and if they choose to live in this state of worry, anxiety, and fear, of course, none of this Nine of Cups here is going to happen, right? Because you're ultimately going to say, like, enough is enough. Right? Because we all have free will, and we're all going to just say, like, you had all this potential, but you chose to live here, and I can't be with you here. I want my happiness. I want my new beginnings, And so anyway, so that's what I see here as far as the next potential partner that may be coming your way. And look, you're going to be coming in with a whole lot of love, and you're going to pour so much love into this relationship. And, you know, and it's up to this individual as to how they're going to reciprocate that energy towards you, right? So thank you so much for being here today, Gemini. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.